Oh, whoa. People are already here. How are you guys already here? That's hold on. I have to go watch my own live stream because then I can actually read all the questions on my computer screen. All right, here I am. I gotta mute myself too, otherwise it'll really throw me off. When did it start? Just started now. Jesse Hitman never misses a live stream. But yeah, I just wanted to do a live stream just because I hold on. I think I have to like make this window just a little bit smaller because I can see myself in here and it's like really throwing me off. It's weird seeing yourself. Hold on a second. I don't know what to do. Oh, okay. Think that'll work, kinda. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so I want to do a live stream just because I don't have a video for you guys, and I don't like going that long without having a video. The last couple of videos I tried to do, they were kind of dependent on another person, and they all just kind of fell through. Not for like any particular reason; it wasn't anyone's fault. Just like that's how life happens sometimes, and I just didn't have a video ready for you guys. So I think in the future, I'm probably just every couple days, or like maybe at least once a week, do a what I eat in a day video, so that if for some reason like life happens and a video like plans fall through when I'm supposed to make a video with somebody, then at least I'll have a video for you guys. So I'm gonna try to have to do this less often because I don't want my channel to just be a bunch of live streams like, hey, don't have a video for you guys. But anyway, if you're watching this after the fact, you could have found out that I was doing a live stream if you follow me on Instagram because I let people know on Instagram when I'm going live. So anyway, let's get to the questions that I am missing. I'll start from the top. A bunch of people saying, "Hey, hi." Finally made a live stream. Donna, thanks for stopping by. Someone said my channel's grown. No echo. I had to open. I had it open on two screens. That's funny. Um, History of my name. I don't know. I don't know. Should I know that? Do people know that? History of your name? Discovered your channel a few days ago. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks. Do you use Chronometer? No, I think it's valuable for people who first start out being vegan. I think it's really valuable because maybe you don't know what has a bunch of iron in it. Maybe you don't know if you're getting enough protein, and then if you type in what you actually eat in a day, then you can kind of set your mind at ease. Like, okay, I'm getting enough of everything. Then you can also kind of get a sense of like how many calories you're consuming because a lot of people tend to undereat like without even trying. It's just you're not used to the portions that you have to eat when you go vegan because the calorie density is a lot less. So I think it's useful for beginners, but beyond that, it kind of would get annoying if I did that all the time. JB Beast, you are awesome. Please shout out. By the way, my name is Jack E. Thanks, Jack E. Hey, Kat. I'm gonna go see. It says, "Hi, Quag, heart, 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 kissy face. You're so cute. So are you, Kat." I'm gonna go see Kat actually for the second half of February. So, if you're in Milwaukee, maybe you'll see me. Happy I got to see a second live stream. Well, thanks for being here. Valentine's Day plans. I might actually do a live stream for the Hercules channel because I haven't done a live stream for them in a long time. So we'll see. But that's what I'm thinking about doing. So for anyone who watches Hercules, maybe you'll see one then. I'll just have to see what's going on at the shop that day. Are you watching the Winter Olympics? I'm not. The only sport that I really like watching is track and field, and they don't have indoor track, unfortunately. Oh, history of my username. So it used to be battling CIDP because for those of you who don't know, I have an autoimmune disease called CIDP, and I always thought that when you have an autoimmune disease, you don't ever like beat it. You're kind of like battling it every day. And like you either win or you lose, and I've been on a pretty good winning streak, so I just called it battling CIDP, and then I realized that it was a horrible name. Nobody could remember it. It just didn't really roll off the tongue. Couldn't really remember it. So I changed it to Noah Craig because it rhymed, and that was it. It's easy to remember. Joseph Lincoln. Hey, how's it settling into a new place? It was pretty hard to make videos off the bat, but it gets easier. Yeah, I definitely know what you mean. Just because, well, for me, I was like half moved into one place and like half in another because I was still waiting on like my desk and like a bed and like everything. So that was kind of annoying. But I was only moving 2 miles away, So I still had all my friends and stuff that I could shoot videos with, so it was relatively easy, other than like just being really busy for a couple days. But it seems like it would probably be harder for you because you moved like across the country. Just I just bought chocolate almond milk for the first time and I love it. It's awesome. I have recently decided that I really like soy milk more because it's just creamier. Ooh, Ben Elliott says Joseph Lincoln is a cutie. Would you ever visit the West Coast, like Seattle area? If I had a reason to go out there, then yeah. I'm planning on going to the West Coast sometime this year. That's all I'm saying. I might not be able to stay here. My phone is dying. I would just like to say thank you, Craig, because your videos have helped me not count and just eat when I'm hungry. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't count like anything. I just eat. Do you like Missy Elliott? Um, I don't I don't can't remember any of her songs. I think so. She's all right. Your cat videos are cute. Well, there's more coming, Charlotte. I want to order some Hercules. Waiting for my tax refund. Uh, how do you stick to a vegan diet? I've tried and it's so hard. So I guess for you, like everyone's different, but you just have to find out like what's your sticking points. Like, is it like hard for you because like maybe your friends or family aren't super supportive? Do you wait until you're really hungry to try eating and then you just go for whatever's available? Have you not tried any new recipes? Like what is it about? What is it that you find difficult about veganism? I live about an hour away from Cat in Manitowoc. I think that's how you pronounce it, Manitowoc. How you liking the weather? Oh, it's just great. I love winter. I know some people do, but I don't. Unfortunately, they don't have track and field in winter. Now that would be hilarious to watch. What? Why would that be hilarious? I just went to a track meet all day yesterday. I was coaching at Lemoyne. Have you ever ate candy that tastes like bacon? Nope. But I eat bacon bits, like vegan bacon bits on my avocado toast. Jillian, it's called cross country skiing. I don't think so, Donna. Looks who is live. P.S. Change my name from Michael to my original YouTube name. Yeah, I noticed that actually because I saw your username little circle for like your name, and I was like that looks a lot like Michael, and I clicked on it and it was. I ordered vegan chocolate from your family and loved it. Thank your parents for me. I will. K drama 59. How easy was it to go vegan after being a meat eater? I had like really good motivation because I was told when I was 20 years old that I would be on medication for the rest of my life, and I wanted to get off that by any means possible. So if you're told when you're 20 years old that if you want to walk again, you're going to be on medication for the rest of your life, like you're probably going to be willing to do anything. So I had like a really good reason. So I think that's what made it so easy for me, and I was excited to do it because I was like, yeah, this could like change my life for the better. How is your new place, Craig? I love it. Fellow vegan from Virginia. I'm the same way about winter. I hate it. Why don't you eat honey? Because it's not made from plants. Cindy, let's be friends. I read McDonald's is coming out with a vegan sandwich. That's really cool. I maybe I would try it, but just for the sake of like supply and demand, like let them know that it's a great idea to start carrying vegan stuff. But I'm just not sure that I would want to get that on a. I know that I wouldn't want to get that on a regular basis just because I don't know. It's just like the I would not trust how they handle food there. McDonald's is awful. I can agree with that, Charlotte. Uh, what did you eat for breakfast? I had oatmeal. Oatmeal, mixed berries, and stevia and soy milk. I love bacon. LOL. My husband's family's last name is Bacon. Uh, I'm new to the vegan journey. Started making changes at the beginning of the year. Your videos show me how easy it can be. Yeah, so like I know like a lot of channels have like a lot of their little niches. I just try to show people that like being vegan is cheap. It's fun. It can be really creative, and it's like pretty easy. Anybody can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Let's see. I wanted to ask you and your fam what food you missed and loved the most before you became vegan. Well, pretty much everything I've been able to replicate, and it tastes very similar. But I haven't tried ribs that were vegan. I'm sure there's pretty good ribs out there, but I haven't. I just haven't tried any. But yeah, I liked ribs before going vegan. I used to work at McDonald's. Someone asked for a vegetarian sandwich, and we made them a Big Mac without the meat patties. I've heard of that. I think McDonald's is still disgusting. Yeah, me too. But, for people who are contemplating going vegan and say they go to McDonald's on a daily basis, if they can just change to, like, ordering a different sandwich, then I think that that's great. I went vegan because I was diagnosed with lupus disease a month after green smoothies only symptoms free. Wow. Yeah. I don't know if you're familiar with Tanny Raw, but Tanny Raw has lupus, and she's raw vegan, and she is like glowing. She just looks so healthy. So that's another example of somebody who has lupus and went vegan. I'm cutting out most meats. I have an autoimmune illness. Cutting out most meats is helping. Thanks, Mom and Dad went to Mickey D's tonight, daughter, and I had smoothies. Good for you. Thank you for the good vibes, Alice. Why the scary up close pics for the videos? I think they're funny. That's about it. It's about all the thought I put into it. Do you ever do smoothies? Please give me one that includes greens. So, I was thinking about doing a video pretty soon that is a smoothie recipe, but it's more than just a smoothie recipe. I don't want to give too much away, but I think it's a pretty interesting idea. But I like doing anything with bananas, cocoa powder, and peanut butter. And then you can usually throw in kale and like spinach and stuff, and you can't even taste the greens. So if you're someone who doesn't like grains but you should be eating them, I think that's a really good way, because I think chocolate and peanut butter is just one. It just tastes really good. I can see that you agree with it. And it's like they're somewhat strong flavors, so they kind of cover things up. So that is a good one for people who don't necessarily want to taste greens in their smoothies. I made vegan bacon using rice paper, easy to make. Yeah, I've heard of that. I saw it on So You're Dating a Vegan's YouTube channel. That's a cool one. Have you ever reached out to Aldi to sponsor you or any other stores? No, just because I know that a lot of stores are not crazy about people filming in their stores. So I don't want them to be like, hey, you actually can't be filming in our store. So I'm just trying to fly under the radar, actually. Yeah, so I'm not going to draw attention to me making videos there. I wish we had more vegan restaurants like Strong Hearts. Yeah, Strong Hearts is pretty great. I'm really happy I live near it. Tofurkey makes vegan ribs. I'll keep my eye out for that. I went vegan to help with chronic fatigue, and it's a lifesaver. Wow. Glad to hear that. Joseph Lincoln made a video with Big Mac minus the meat patty. It was pretty funny. Yeah, I saw that. I think that was that the one where like he made like a Nikocado avocado joke, and it was hilarious. Not even McDonald's fries are vegan. Yeah, that's what I've heard, that even the fries aren't vegan. And we were coming back from a meet in Boston last year, like an indoor track meet, and we stopped at a rest stop, and I didn't know that they weren't vegan, and I was really hungry, and I was like, you know what? I haven't had anything from McDonald's for a while. Like, it wouldn't hurt if I had some fries. And then at the end, I was like, no. Like right before I got there, I was like, no. I've gone so long, like, and I don't even like really want it. Like, I was like, no, I'd rather have something else. Like, what are you thinking, Craig? And it's a good thing that I didn't, because I found out afterwards that they are not vegan, which is really weird. But I ended up getting like some bark thins and chips or something like that, which were pretty good too. I basically had like chocolate for dinner. I'm going to eat vegan dinner kebab on my birthday next month. What are you gonna put on your kebab? Jesse. I'm a Mediterranean. A Mediterranean. How do I convert? I would say for you, Larry, maybe find some cool recipes that you like. Like my mom's vegan lasagna is so good. So check out that one on my channel. I think it's just called Mom Dre's Vegan Lasagna or Making Lasagna with Mom Dre. So check that one out. My girlfriend and I made a vegan queso recipe video, so check that one out. That's good for a dairyitarian. Um, I have an older seitan vegan meatball recipe and Parmesan cheese recipe, which I'm thinking about redoing. Um, so if you want to go see an old video, then maybe go check that one out. But those are just a couple good ones on my channel. Maybe try some at like your local grocery store. There's probably going to be like tons of like burgers and meatballs and chicken. Like a lot of the chicken stuff is like relatively close to what I remember it tasting like. So I would say try different recipes, especially like gluten recipes are usually pretty good. And just try different ones at your local grocery store. Hello from New Zealand. Love your channel. Thanks so much, Lena. What time is it in New Zealand right now? Your live streams are not good. They're great. Thanks. Thanks, Jackie. Hey, Greg. Liam Anthony has been doing a fruitarian diet, if that helps your comment sender. So, Liam Anthony, for anyone who is thinking about going raw vegan. I did a smoothie once with banana, coconut, and pineapple. That sounds kind of like a pina colada. Sounds pretty good. Hi, Greg. I started watching your channel when I saw you had one while watching Hercules videos, and I've started trying out your recipes with the hope that a vegan diet will help my sick father. Aw, that's so sweet of you, Victoria. Well, I hope it helps your father, and I hope you like the recipes too. I kind of crave the greens in smoothies now that I'm vegan. Yeah, I always try to cram greens into smoothies. I try to put greens into smoothies. I try to put spinach at the bottom of my pasta bowls, and like rice and beans and like burritos. I just try to stuff greens into anything that I can. How did you start to get subscribers? We just started a channel, to be honest. TBH plant-based reviews and have quite a slow start. Any tips? So one, just make sure that your videos are really good. And make sure that there are things that people would search for, because I see a lot of people who like start channels and they'll start with like a vlog. And like vlogs are great, they're entertaining if you already have a fan base, if you already have people following you. But when you're first starting out, I think it's good to make videos that people will be searching for and people will be finding. Like they'll be like you're doing plant-based reviews. So I think that would actually be good, because like I don't know exactly what your channel's about, but like if you're planning on reviewing things, because if people want to find out what if a product is good or something like that, I don't know if that's what you're doing, then I think that would be a great way to do it. Just make sure that they're very timely. Like when something is out, like you got to be on top of it. Like you got to do it like right away. You got to be like the first person to have the video. Sometimes you just have to have like one video pop, and you just got to like be consistent, like post videos all the time. And just have like really good quality. And like in the beginning, I would say that like worry about consistency more than quality, because if you are consistent over time, just like doing things like making video after video after video, like you just get good. Like quality kind of comes after a lot of quantity. So, yeah, I guess I would just say like just do videos that you think that people would be searching for, and make good thumbnails and titles. Okay. I'm doing research before I go vegetarian or vegan on how it will affect/not affect my type 1 diabetes and other health issues, as diabetes is an autoimmune disease. So I would definitely look up Mindfully Diabetic Robbie. He has a YouTube channel. He has type 1 diabetes. Look up there's a book by Dr. Neil Barnard called Dr. Neil Barnard's Program for Reversing Type 2 Diabetes. There are nutrition facts videos. So I would, if you're writing things down or typing things down, I would say nutrition facts, Dr. Neil Barnard's book on reversing type 2 diabetes, and mindfully diabetic Robbie or something like that. He's actually raw vegan and like eats almost entirely like fruits and vegetables, and he's vegan and it's only helped him out. But he still has to take his insulin, obviously, but it's helped him out. So what's so bad about meat? So there's a lot of I if I'm gonna be completely honest, I haven't been so steeped in the nutrition in a while, because I've mainly been focusing on editing and like learning to get better at editing. Like I used to be more versed on like the nutrition aspects of it, but I know that there's obviously it's like very carcinogenic. You don't need the cholesterol. You don't need that saturated fat. It kind of just like food all comes as like a package, and you can either get food that has like tons of vitamins and minerals and water and fiber, and with meat, you get like cholesterol and saturated fat and carcinogens, and there's like other big words. It's like I can't think of. There's a word that's like on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember what it is. But yeah, just it's just like the packages that food comes in. You could either have like baggage or you could have something that will help you out. Oh, fries, McDonald's fries in Canada are vegan apparently. California is vegan nirvana. Hey there, Craig, says Mary. Hey, Mary. At school, I'm learning about healthy vegan foods. That's really cool. I feel Save a Lot needs to add more vegan stuff. Save a Lot doesn't have vegan stuff? Most vegan products contain soy and nuts. I wish they would come out with products without, since I'm allergic to soy and nuts. Yeah, that's got to be rough for anybody following any diet without soy and nuts, especially soy, because that's in like everything. Do you want me to do a 3D print you a tofu press, Craig? What? How do you? What is? I don't even know what a tofu press is. Um, have you ever heard of diatom diatomatius? I don't know what that says. It's supposed to heal the gut so people without immunities like IBS can handle digesting vegan foods. Hmm. I've heard that people who have IBS actually do better with vegan, like more fiber, like vegan diets. I'm trying to cut out the salt. All these condiments you use are loaded. Yeah. I mean, I think there's probably like some versions of like low sodium ketchup. Maybe you can find them on like Amazon or something like that. Um, yeah. Or just find low sodium, whatever low sodium one you like. Use that. Whoa. How does the cold weather affect your CADP? I would just say that I like when you get like numb fingers, numb tingly fingers. Like I would say that I just get them like a little bit sooner than I would otherwise. But like other than that, really nothing. Whisker, what's your Twitch name, Whisker? It's 1:55 p.m. here in New Zealand. Correct. Here in England, McDonald's fries are vegan, and the mango pineapple smoothies are next level. Oh, I'll have to keep that in mind next time I'm in England. Your hair is looking good. Thanks. I didn't cut it, believe it or not. A lot of vegan foods have mushrooms. Really? I'm allergic. It's hard to find vegan meats that doesn't have some kind of mushroom in it. Any suggestions? I don't know. Honestly, I didn't even know that that was a thing. So I don't know. Other than like Google, that's all I would do. Just Google and like see what products. Though, like sometimes, maybe like Tofurky or like whatever brand it is that you're looking at, they might have like the ingredients online. So that's the only thing I would suggest. I love to see your mom and dad have a date night. If they were to have a date night, I don't think they would want to have a camera in their face. So, um, but I am planning on doing more videos of me just like sitting down eating with my parents. And you guys are probably gonna see a lot more of my parents when, um, after Easter, when they just have more free time. Right now they're busy though, so it's hard to get them in videos. Selena finally made a live stream. She says, "I love the cheesecake and cupcake in your last video. They look so good. They tasted so good. Reviewing vegan and vegetarian recipes by bloggers and YouTubers. We hope others will enjoy it." Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Maybe I'll check it out. Just learning anything quality comes with practice. Oh, it totally does. Yeah, like I didn't like when I first started YouTube, like I didn't know how to edit videos. Like I had to watch a tutorial about how to get the footage from my computer into my program, and then I had to watch another tutorial about how to edit my videos. And then I watched other tutorials about how to get a little bit more advanced and a little bit more advanced and like I don't know. That's all you do. What editing software do you use for your vids and thumbnails? So, for my videos, I use a program called Premiere Pro, and every once in a while, if there's like an effect that's a little bit too advanced for Premiere Pro, I will also use a program called After Effects. But most of the time, it's just Premiere Pro. And for my thumbnails, I usually will just grab a screenshot from the video because most of the time I forget to just take a picture for my thumbnail. So I'll have to get like a screenshot, and then I'll just bring it into Photoshop and change the shadows and highlights and colors and stuff like that. Make it more appealing to the eye. A little contrast. I've heard a plant-based diet helps a lot with people with type 1 diabetes. Neil Barnard was definitely who I was going to recommend to. Yeah, he's like my number one guy when people have questions about that. I I asked my doctor about vegetarian and he gave me his blessing. So excited to try it out. I have some medical issues, and since I have gone vegan, my health has improved. That's great. I feel like I'm getting like a common consensus with people with when they say that they try to go vegan. Uh, Someone said they love. Cindy said she loves Medjool dates. What are my favorite? I like Medjool dates, but I think it was like Kadrawi and Halawi or Halloway or whatever. Those are my favorite. I think honey dates too, actually. How's your day going, Craig? Great. All I did today was edit pretty much, and for Hercules, and work on like some thumbnails, and I went for a run, and that was pretty much my day. Just a question, but does anyone here know how to fix a YouTube black screen? I can't see any live streams. I can hear audio though. Have you tried it on another device? Hey Craig, I have good news for you. What's the good news? Just Whisker. Yeah, I thought that I tried to look it up uh, on Twitch earlier today, but I couldn't find it. Hold on. I will. I can't find where. Oh, you know what? I know. I'll make a sticky note on my computer. There we go. That's right, Whisker. I'll check that out after. I will sub out chocolate for Medjool dates. Huh. Uh, just use my Ninja processor for the first time. This will really be a game changer for me because sometimes all the food you need to eat to get enough calories can be exhausting. Delish. Yeah, you know, make your food work for you. Let it chew itself, and then you can just eat it. Hello, Craig from Canton, Pennsylvania. Love all your videos. Keep up the good work. Thanks so much, Kendra. Mom's cholesterol was only 1 milligram higher than the recommended level, and her sodium was a little higher. Other than that, her doctor said you have 7% risk of dying from stroke/heart attack. That's really low. That's good. Thanks, Craig. I'll Google no mushrooms. Yeah, good luck with your search, Kathy. in the next 10 years. So she is advocating, saying her plant-based diet helped her. She's still introduced eggs back, but she is happy. That's better than what she started from the sounds of it. It's all about just improvement. My go-to snack is a tin of coconut milk mixed with chia seeds and cocoa powder as a base. I add peanut butter / raisins, orange, sunflower seeds, and any other flavoring. Put it in the fridge till thick. When you say a tin of coconut milk, do you mean like coconut milk, like the really thin stuff, or like the thick stuff? Do you eat vegan cheese? Yeah, I don't. I don't really buy vegan cheese, but uh, I eat like a little bit. Like my sister has some in the fridge, and I made her grilled cheese the other day, and then that earned me a grilled cheese. So, what is nutritional yeast? It's like something to do with brewer's yeast. They it's like some kind of byproduct of it. That's all I know. I mean, if you Google it, you'll find out. But it's like some kind of byproduct of brewer's yeast. That's all I know. Where are you getting those fancy dates online? Yeah, Seven Hot Dates, and I think that's where I got it before, and the Date People. But I've had really good experience with Seven Hot Dates. Those are really good. All right, Mama JC, Mama Jack. I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, editing for Hercules. That means there'll be a new chocolate video soon. Yeah, there will. Hi, Jasmine. Do your parents make fudge? No, they don't, because fudge does not have a very long shelf life, and they have enough troubles making all the candy that they currently make. They have a hard enough time like keeping up with it, so they're not going to add any anytime soon. Um, but yeah, maybe if it had a longer shelf life. Going to Aldi's hiring event in Connecticut. If I get a job, maybe I can try going vegan. Fingers crossed. You can go vegan if you don't get hired at Aldi's. I don't work at Aldi's and I'm vegan. Like, someone touch on my spaghetti. I got beans in the Instant Pot. I'm happy for you, Jasmine. But nutritional yeast, Kathy, is something that has a sharp flavor, and to some people it tastes like cheese. Yeah, it's got like a mild, I think, cheesy / nutty flavor to it. Um, I wouldn't want to lie to someone and tell someone it tastes exactly like cheese, because it totally doesn't. Make some kale chips. Yeah, that would be good with Nooch. Thanks for stopping by, Karina from Aruba. Can you make a vegan Alfredo video? That sounds really good. I've never made that, but why not? Most of my videos, most of my recipe videos, it's like the first time I've ever made it. Usually it's like the first time I've really looked at the recipe too, like, other than like to make sure that I have all the ingredients. But yeah, usually I'm just really impatient. It's like, okay, I got the ingredients, let's go make it. I'll read it as the video goes on. Definitely way better. I am sad she still eats eggs, but I would rather someone ease into eggs from my local farm than they would. Yeah, yeah. It's definitely just an improvement, and like some people like do it slowly over time. Maybe she'll never get rid of the eggs, but maybe she will eventually. Just be like, what am I doing eating eggs? Come on. Greg has a new place. The new place is great. I love it. Who's vegan in your family? Kara, my mom, and my dad. And our roommate now is vegan, which is cool. Is soy vegan, by the way? Is that a real question? I need to get a dehydrator. I came across a recipe where you dehydrate sliced bananas for 4 hours, then serve them maple syrup. Looks delicious. Before you get one, I would definitely recommend going to your local thrift store because getting a dehydrator is kind of like one of those things. It's kind of like getting exercise equipment where people are like, yeah, I'm going to use that all the time, and then usually they don't. So I've actually seen a lot of them at like thrift stores near me. So before you go spend like it might be like $100. So before you go spend that, you might be able to spend $5 at your local thrift store. I top mine with spaghetti, blend it with cashews and garlic powder and salt. Make Parmesan cheese. That's exactly what I do. That exact recipe. I have a video on my channel. It's a like 2-3 year old video of that though. Uh, but yeah, that's a really good recipe. How did you know my recipe, Whisker? How is the social aspect of being vegan been for you personally? I mean, most of the time I don't bring up that I'm vegan, like with people that I don't know. People that I already know, like everyone, all my friends are like pretty supportive, so it hasn't really affected me like at all. All the cheap staples are vegan. You don't need to buy all the fancy things to be vegan. That's true, actually. Oh, hey, Gem Diva. I eat nooch with a spoon, says Jesse. Hey, Craig, where did you get that? It says Imbico, but I think you mean Ambiano. I got it at Aldi. It was a couple years ago. It was like shortly after New Year's. And I think they were like, yeah, everyone's gonna be wanting to be eating green smoothies. So I think that's where they had them. I have actually never seen it there ever again, and I've tried to Google it, and I cannot find it on Google. I don't know why, but like, so if that one ever croaked, I'd probably just have to get a Vitamix. So yeah, I'm just hoping this one lasts forever. Are you related to Egg Craig? You guys are both lookalikes and great YouTubers. Craig, in England, you get tested for free on the NHS at 40 and every 5 years. I got tested last year, and at 40, I have 100/80. Wow, that's really good blood pressure. 21.12 BMI, 5'9", 10 plus 17% body fat, and 3% odds of heart attack or stroke within the next 10 years. And I'm 6 years being vegan. That's awesome. Those are really good stats. Nooch's hippie fairy dust, but I love it. That's pretty accurate. Cowspiracy or What the Health? Oh, I love them both, but I think What the Health. I wonder what their next one's gonna be like. I don't know. Maybe their next one will be about like the animal industry because they have, or maybe about how like it negatively affects people around the world. Because I know they got climate, and then they got like the food, like system, like how corrupt everything is. So I don't know what they're gonna do next. And your cousin is vegan. Yep. Yeah. And my cousin and my aunt and actually my other cousin. So two of my cousins and my aunt are vegan. One thing I found, it's hard to make a good vegan Alfredo, but I found a recipe that makes it taste really close but requires cashews, and not everyone can have nuts slash seeds slash fruit seeds. Yeah, that sucks. But that sounds really good. Whisker, if you want to like Instagram DM me that recipe, that'd be great. 'Cause that actually does sound like really cool. Like if someone asked for like a vegan Alfredo recipe, maybe I'll do that. So glad to hear your roomie is now vegan. I was hoping the cheesecake and cupcake would push her to be like, oh yeah, there's no excuse not to be. Yeah, she'll have to be on the channel again to talk about why she wants to be vegan and stuff. What's your favorite vegan activist or YouTuber? My favorite vegan YouTuber, uh, Joseph Lincoln, the Vegan Zombie, and Veggiekins are like the people that I watch the most that are vegan YouTubers. I usually just watch for entertainment value. I don't really usually watch YouTube for much else. It's either entertainment value or like tutorials about how to edit videos. Like that's all I watch. Hi, I'm from Aruba and I love your vlog. And I'm still on the live stream. Well, thanks, Genesis Dirks. My favorite Alfredo is made of blended white beans. That sounds good. That's embarrassing. My girlfriend told me soy isn't vegan for some reason. Oh, that's funny. I had a dehydrator. It was awesome. I sliced garden tomatoes thin, sprinkled garlic, salt, and pepper on them. Tomato chips for dipping. That sounds good. What I used to do most of the time, is I used to make sun-dried tomatoes too, where I would just dehydrate tomatoes and then rehydrate them later on and then blend them with fresh tomatoes and then you have almost like a kind of like a tomato paste and then I would just chop up vegetables and then you kind of have like a raw vegan salsa that was really good. I like making like a peach mango salsa. That was really good. Will you please finally do a how to shower vegan video tutorial? Which products do you love to bathe with? I just used this 3-in-1 thing from Trader Joe's. Like just there's one bottle. It says 3-in-1. It's like your shampoo, body wash, and I don't know if it's conditioner or maybe it's hand soap. I forgot the third one is, but it's good. It's like not scented very much either. But I thought it was funny, like how to shower vegan. Just the way you worded it was kind of funny. Uh, JD Kid says, I'm new to being vegan, so I'm learning. It's okay. I think your girlfriend is just hazing you. Hi, I need to upgrade my service because it buffers every 2 seconds. Trying to pay attention, feel like I am watching Max Headroom. What's that? Max Headroom. If you ever need help, I am here. So is Craig and many others. Yeah, I'd totally reach out through social media if you're having trouble. If you're having trouble going vegan. Someone said I just scrolled past it. Someone said stop yawning, but then now don't tell me to not yawn or I'm gonna yawn. Only 1 month in. Any tips for eating out with non-vegans? For me, eating out has been the most challenging. What in the crack baby is going on with you, bro? What? Only 1 month in. Any tips eating out with non-vegans? For is it just like holding conversations with people who are eating different foods than you, or is it like going to like the same restaurants that you used to go to? Because if it's going to restaurants that you used to go to and like just want to eat the food that's there, I was just eating beforehand, or just getting a different option on the menu. But definitely eat beforehand if that's an issue for you because it's really easy to say no to non-vegan things when you're full. But if it's really hard to say no to vegan things when you're hungry. I've never seen Cowspiracy. My boyfriend mentioned it. It'd affect me really hard. Yeah, it probably would if you really like the environment. Bro, you look like you sniff dirty socks. I didn't know that had a look to it, but I guess I fit the description. Craig, did you hear of Beings? No, is that like a new documentary or something? Sounds like the people who from Earthlings, you know. Craig finally shaved. About time. No, I didn't. I will like. I'll shave under my neck, but I don't shave this. When I get my hair cut. That's when I just tell them to like, give me a 2 on the side and a 2 on my face. No, he looks tired. Lighten up, man. No, I'm not tired. This is just my face. I just always have dark circles under my eyes. I know people like to say that it's because I went vegan and because I have an iron deficiency and stuff like that. But actually, it's just my face. I'm doing a live stream, Kara.
What?
Do you want to come in and say hi?
No.
Or no, you don't want to?
Your car's on the wrong side of the street.
Oh, yeah. Well, I will go move that pretty soon then. So I don't know how much longer I can stand here because I don't want to get a ticket. Craig, what's your take on the whole soy mimicking estrogen? Well, it can't because there's mammalian estrogen and there's phytoestrogen, and your body doesn't react the same to those two. There's plant estrogen, and there's plant and animal estrogen basically, and yeah, it's not a thing. Craig, I think following on the conspiracy and what the health, the next one is called The Game Changer and comes out this summer. I would recommend Carnage. I've heard of that one. A lot of people recommended that one. Kara, if you move my car for me, I'd owe you a big one. Could you do that? I'll like make you dinner sometime or something.
Yeah, where are your keys?
Here. Thanks, Kara.
Where's Callie?
I don't know. Her and her friend left. There we go. I'm back. What? Oh, don't remember those. Bro, why your nose go all the way in your eye? I mean, doesn't everyone's nose go up to their eyes? Oh, this Chucky Robinson's killing me. Bangs was terrible graphic horror. Oh, yeah, that's rough, especially for someone who's already vegan and like doesn't need to, see those. Day makes Alfredo sauce. I get mine at Sprouts when it goes on sale. They also have an Alfredo mac and cheese. The Victoria brand is disgusting. Hey, it's good to know what's disgusting and what's not. I'm going to need to watch this video. Yeah, watch it again later when there's less buffering. Try the channel Earthling Ed. Yeah, I know that he's like an activist and like he has debates with people on the street. So if you're into that, check that one out. Ah. Wow, I'm really behind on the questions. Do you ever get tired of eating vegan? No. Yikes at all the trolls. Yeah. We have no Trader Joe's here. That's a fate worse than death. Is your shower water vegan? Paulette, I was hoping nobody brought that up because, I'm not even going to answer. Hey, my Aldi doesn't carry the vegan cheese and dogs. Any ideas how to get them to stock them? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was actually just a temporary thing. Like they just rolled it out like for 1 week or whatever. And I don't think that. I mean, they might be back in the spring. I heard rumors that they might be back in the spring, or maybe a couple of the ones that did really well. Maybe they'll like keep them around all year round. But I think that the cheese was really good in my opinion. Anything chicken like the burgers and the tenders or nuggets, those were really good. And the soy burgers, I guess, those are pretty good too. How much did I miss? Not that much. Mary says, heading off now. Thank you for all your vids, Craig. April 9th is 1 year vegan. That's awesome. Congrats, Mary. I'm Italian. I have dark circles under my eyes, too, similar to Greek. How do you get your B vitamins? Well, actually, I'm pretty sure the only B vitamin that you really have to worry about when you're vegan is B12 because everything else is like found in like abundance in plant foods. Like actually, I know whenever people think of potassium, they think of bananas, but there's actually in bananas there's more vitamin B6 than I think any other vitamin. There's I think more B6, copper, manganese, maybe iron, or there's like 5 or 6 vitamins and minerals that there's like more of than potassium, and B12 I just get from this multivitamin. That's it. Take that multivitamin every other day. What are some great vegan recipes that taste good and are not necessarily healthy? My family is open to veganism, but they're not healthy recipes that are any but they want unhealthy recipes that are easy to make. Any suggestions? Okay, so my mom's vegan lasagna. That one is, in my opinion, a great recipe. Trader Joe's vegan meatballs, or just any vegan meatballs that you can find. I have a vegan meatball recipe on my channel. It's kind of an older channel or older video that I would recommend. And let's see what other ones. You could always there's again from Trader Joe's. You could get these hot dogs, and then there's chili, like a vegan chili in a can. That's really good, and you can make chili dogs. You can like melt some cheese on top, and there's a recipe that I've been meaning to make, which I could tell you the recipe right now. Like, it's super easy. You get vegan cream cheese, and you make a layer of it, and then you make a layer of the vegan canned chili, and then you make a layer of cheese, and then you just microwave it. Just microwave it, and um, when the cheese is all melted, it's all done. And you can either leave it like that, and it's like a kind of like a 3 layer dip, or you can like mix it all up, and then it's like mixed up. But it's a chili dip. It's like a chili cheese dip actually, and that is really great on hot dogs. Other than that, I would just Google, and a lot of chicken, like chicken nuggets and tenders and stuff like that. Those are really good. They've like the vegan community has like nailed chicken flavored stuff. Do you ever eat non-vegan foods like on the weekends? Nope. But I think that's a pretty common thing for people who are going vegan. Like they're transitioning. Like maybe they're good for 5 days out of the week, and then on the weekends they cheat. And then after a while, I think a lot of people are just like, what, I feel so much better during those 5 days that then they just don't want to cheat anymore. And I think that's a really great way for some people to transition. People are thanking my sister for moving my car. And now I just scrolled past all the questions. Jeez, so many questions.
I already know what you can do for me.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right.
I was gonna ask you either way, but this works out.
Oh, okay.
Are you still doing your stream?
Yeah. Thanks to you and the vegan zombie for getting me hooked on Wegmans. It's so worth the drive out to the King of Prussia in Philly. Wegmans is like freaking Disneyland with all their vegan options. Yeah, I've been to the King of Prussia actually. So I went to the Penn Relays when I was in high school. I ran the 4x4, and I ran really slow because I was more in 2 mile shape when I went. But yeah, it's a really big mall. We went to the Love Sack. I don't know if they still have it. There's like these giant bean bag things, and we all just hung out on those for a while. It's pretty cool. Would you eat a huge ribeye for $5,000? No. I might have to go soon. It's 1:30, and I gotta go to work at 7. Wow. Well, have fun, Charlotte. I don't know how you make all of our live streams, but you always do. Will we see Dylan or Christian again soon? Yeah, Dylan is just really busy. Christian is also just really busy, so it's just hard to nail people down for videos when life is just busy. But Dylan and I hung out like last weekend, and we are planning on hanging out again and making a video sometime pretty soon. Oh, low power mode. All right. You know what? I have my charger right here. I'll just plug her in. Okay. I went vegan without the help of Earthlings, and so glad I didn't. I just woke up one day after watching many people's channels, Craig included. Oh, so did you go vegan relatively recently then, Whisker? Hey Craig, thanks in advance. My problem is I am trying to go vegan, but all the beans and tofu make me extremely gassy, so much so that it actually hurts to fart. Um, I've been extremely gassy my entire life, like my whole life, and going vegan has not changed that at all. Um, it's changed the fact that like most of the time my farts don't really smell that bad, unless I eat something that's like usually fake meats will do that for me. But my girlfriend just told me about uh, she went to a store the other day and she said that she found a tea there that said gas relieving tea or something like that. So maybe check that out. And she said that if she went there and she got it for me, she would say, "I'm getting this for my boyfriend. This is not for me. This is for my boyfriend." um, I would think that all the fiber I would eat would, uh, yeah. So I mean, some people get like really farty like in the beginning when they're like clearing everything out, kind of. I mean, for me, I just had a lot of bowel movements in the beginning, and then I just got kind of like just a normal schedule after that. But in the beginning, it was so much. Else, you can omit those. I don't eat beans or grains at all. Yeah, that's the great thing about being vegan. Is like there's so many ways to be vegan. So if like you don't like beans or you can't do beans, like maybe you're allergic to rice or whatever it is, like there are ways. There are other ways to be vegan. There's no just one way to be vegan. But I would recommend doing tofu, scrambled eggs, and then eggs. You could bring. Yeah. So tofu scramble is obviously super great. I've done a recipe on that, and there's another recipe that I've been meaning to try from the Vegan Corner. It's like a chickpea flour recipe for scrambled eggs that looks really good. I want to try that. I was gonna go to sleep and I just saw that you were live. It's 1:26 a.m. here. Thank you, Sandy Bree. I'm assuming you're in like the UK or Ireland or something like that. Uh, I get my eggs from my family member with chicken. Thoughts? I mean, to me, it just seems kind of gross. So that's a big reason why I don't want to eat eggs from chickens. Thanks for the multivitamin recommendation. Was looking for one myself. Yeah, I mean, I definitely could have found a vegan vitamin D online because that's the only reason I got the multivitamin because I couldn't find a vegan vitamin D in my grocery store. But I just wanted to get it and like I just want to get it now, so I just got that multivitamin. And then I feel like I'll probably actually keep doing that because it's actually cheaper than getting the vitamin D and B12. It's like the same price as one of them, and I don't have to get two of them. Have you ever used Chronometer? I just used it for the first time today after seeing some YouTubers talk about my B12 was reached after lunch. That's cool. I used Chronometer a lot when I first started going vegan, just because I think it's like I said earlier in the stream. Like I think it's just a really great tool for beginners to figure out just like how much they're eating and just kind of set their mind at ease. Like that, like if you do eat fortified sources, like by lunch you might have enough B12. They're like I think Chris Vegan Zombie until just recently, and he's been vegan for over 20 years, he has never supplemented anything. And he didn't have any B12 deficiency, but I think he's always drank, I think, Rice Dream or some I think it was rice milk. But that one I think is fortified with B12. I just became vegan 4 months ago. Really wanted my kids to also become vegan, but it's so hard. They're 7 and 5. Any advice you can give me? What about just like sneaking in vegetables where they don't know it? Like I said earlier in the stream, like you can make a smoothie with like bananas, peanut butter, and chocolate. And you can usually shove in like say you put in like 6 bananas, you can usually put in like 6 stalks of kale, and you won't even taste it. Like you can just hide them. And just make food that they'll like, just like I guess like meet them where they are And you know, in the beginning, like if you have to make like vegan chicken nuggets, you know, then that's what you have to make in the beginning. Idiots tell me they feel tired when they try vegan. I tell them they need to eat more. Then they say they don't have time. Yeah, I don't know how people don't have time to eat more. I feel like that's an excuse. Like, just eat more calorically dense things and you'll take the same amount of time. Chili cheese dip is awesome. Yes, it is. Vegan cream cheese with salsa and chips is amazeballs too. Mary, I recommend introducing them to the food slowly, but replacements for it, like they like yogurt, then vegan yogurt. Yeah, absolutely. As well as ensure they're taking multivitamin if you're concerned. All good advice. I'm sorry, people. I say I keep yawning. Craig, eating too fast or talking while you gives you gas. Yeah, I don't know. Literally my whole life it's been like that though. So I'm pretty sure it's just a genetic thing for me. I went to a potluck and I made vegan enchiladas and lasagna. People loved them. I did not tell them until after they were surprised. They said they might try more vegan foods. Yeah, that's I love doing that to people. You tell them afterwards, like, by the way, this is vegan. I pooped so much since going vegan. Welcome to the club, Jesse. I can't even with the fart questions. Yeah. Hey, love your video so much. How to lose weight vegan? How did you make the transition? I'm struggling eating balanced. I mean, when I first went vegan, I went raw vegan actually. So I just had, like I said earlier in the stream too, like I just had like really good, I just had really good motivation because my doctor basically said, you know, you're gonna have to be on medication the rest of your life if you don't walk. So I was like, okay, well I don't want to do that, so I'd rather change my diet into like any way of eating in order to not have to do that. So if you had that kind of motivation, I'm sure you would. It would probably be really easy for you too. Um, but you know, for some people, they just have to find like a purpose that's bigger than themselves. Is really easy because if or like go vegan with somebody so you can like kind of hold yourselves accountable. Just find a lot of vegan recipes that you really like maybe your favorite thing is lasagna, and then go on my channel and check out my vegan lasagna recipe with my mom. If you really like queso, check out my queso recipe with or my girlfriend's queso recipe with me and her in it. How far do you live from Terry and Steve? A couple miles, not that far. I'm within, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes depending on traffic. Ginger tea is great for wind. Yeah, I drink a lot of ginger tea actually. I make my own. I just slice up some ginger and then I boil it and then I'll squeeze in some lemon juice and pour in a little bit of stevia and it's really good. Sounds silly, but chicken eggs are a hen's period, yeah, and they're gross. B12 and multivitamins are probably not bioavailable. You need it in cyanocobalamin form or methylcobalamin form. So this one is cyanocobalamin. I looked at it. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Every time I do a live stream, I always scroll way past all the comments. I don't even. I'm pretty sure it's YouTube. It's not me. It's. It doesn't happen on any other website. Favorite vegan cheese? Daiya or Chow cheese? Or Miyoko's. That one's really good too. Hey Craig, did you ever try the vegan mushroom gravy from Pacific Company? No, I usually just make my own gravy with. It's from the Happy Herbivore. If you haven't checked it out, then I would definitely check out the Happy Herbivore recipe for a gravy. Do you have any suggestions for vegan probiotics? Anything fermented, or you can just get vegan probiotic pills. But yeah, anything fermented will have a lot of probiotics. For my son, he thinks it is pre-made chili that it can't be vegan. Amy's vegetarian chili is great. He doesn't know the difference. The beans have caused us issues though. LOL. Yeah, I actually had Amy's chili tonight for dinner. Yeah, it's there's actually tons of vegan chili. The only thing that makes it not vegan usually is just meat. Sometimes there's like dairy products and stuff, but usually it's just meat. So it's actually really easy to make a vegan chili. I'm baking some eggplant parm right now. So many vegan options today was so much more of a challenge even just a few years back. Yeah, even just a few years ago, like there wasn't nearly as many stuff as now. Like it's exploding. It's like an exploding market right now, which is great. There have been some vegan protests at fast food restaurants near me recently. It's kind of annoying because I feel like you catch more flies with maple syrup than vinegar. Thoughts? My thoughts exactly, Sarah. Like I'm sure there are some people that will go vegan, but most of the time, like you just look like a bunch of weirdos when you do that. Like if you like go into McDonald's or something and start yelling like it's not meat, it's murder, like you just look like weirdos. Because usually people who aren't vegan, they'll look at them and say like, if I go vegan, I'm gonna look like that. When really you could just be a shining example of like, hey, look, I'm vegan and you didn't even know it. Like you can still be a normal person and be vegan. Like I think that's way more effective. And like you said, it's way easier to catch flies with maple syrup than vinegar. 100% agree, Sarah. Do you think that vegans get less colds and flus? I found that I do. I will still get sick, but just it's a lot less rare. Yo, Craig Stewart here from UK. I've been vegan for 2 years and have actually come out as vegan to my friends. Any advice to avoid the inevitable eye rolling and snickering? I really only bring it up when it's applicable to the situation. Like if somebody offers me food, most of the time I'll just say like, no thanks. And be like, and if they keep pressuring me, it's like, no, I already ate, or like I'll make something up and they'll be like, and if they keep pressuring me, it's like, no, I don't eat animal products. Um, to avoid the inevitable eye rolling and snickering. Like you said, it's inevitable. Like people are just gonna do that. you know, can't control what people do. You can only control what you do. Craig, about eggs. Not only are they hens periods, but hens only have one hole, so you're eating arse food. Yeah, it's called a cloaca. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, they only have one hole, and pretty much all birds. So if you were wondering why bird poop is white, it's for that reason because birds don't pee. it's all mixed into one. I feel like this live stream I talk about kind of gross things on these live streams. If you mention that you're vegan for animal slash environment or whatever you are for, it'll help them not judge you. Then they can see your true colors. Yeah, I think like when people feel like they're not being attacked, um, then I think they are less likely to roll their eyes. Like when I told people that I went vegan because I was paralyzed and told that if I um, wanted to be able to walk again, I would either have to be on um, medication for the rest of my life or go vegan. Then usually when I tell people that, they're like, okay, well that makes sense. Do you have any tips for eliminating muscle soreness after working out? Eating high nutrient foods, getting enough sleep, drinking enough water, um, and sometimes when you work out like really hard, like it's just going to happen. Like sometimes if you work out really hard, like there's really nothing you can do. But like if you do those things, that should help. Vegan junk food on end would make anyone sick. I'm learning about being vegan, but we have been no dairy for a very long time. Yeah, actually, when I first went vegan, I was dairy free, but I was not meat free. So I feel like it's easier to go meat free than dairy free. So I was already doing that, so I was like, wow, this isn't gonna be so hard. In order to change minds, you must first change hearts. Militant groups do more harm than good for any cause. Yeah, and just like hurting people's egos, like that's never gonna work. You need to like kind of build people's egos up, and I think that works a lot better. Bella Boo Lunches says, "Hey Craig, I'm late. Well, I'm glad you're here. I will say, sore muscles. What helps me recovering? Eat a banana with peanut butter and a huge salad." Craig, bananas help with muscle cramps, but for soreness, it's usually people don't warm up or cool down properly. Yeah, that's another thing, is warming up and cooling down. I think most of the time people have enough bananas or like enough potassium, like usually enough electrolytes. And actually, uh, when it comes to muscle cramps, uh, the the data isn't really clear on that. Like there's a lot of like I took exercise physiology courses in college, and in our textbooks it basically said there's theories as to why people get muscle cramps, but people really don't even know. That's one of those things they're just like, uh. But the common consensus is that it's probably from not having enough electrolytes. Dude, for real, how do you not rant about veganism when it could literally cure so many world problems? I feel like the more we educate, the more impact we have. Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna read that one again. How do you not rant about veganism? Well, I mean, I try to remember that, like, I try not to rant at people because I just remember, like, that just a couple years ago, like, I didn't know these things, and I know how easy it can be to not know these things, and I don't want to be off putting to other people. And I just want, I'm always thinking about like my end goal. My end goal is to get more people to go vegan. And I found that by not ranting, I get more people to go vegan. Like I got my family to go vegan. I got so many of my friends to go vegan. And if I can get more people to go vegan by doing a certain thing, I'm always going to do that thing. And that thing is just not ranting. For me, that's what I found. So that's why I don't. So I'm always thinking about my end goal. Hercules does not ship to New Zealand because our cold packs are only cold for up to 48 hours, and it would take much more than 48 hours to get to New Zealand. So you would be paying like probably over $100 for a chocolatey melted mess. So my parents do not ship to New Zealand because technology is not there yet. I didn't force my daughter to go vegan when she was younger, and now she thinks that every time I fed her, I said, "Here's your liquid meat." Salads help the cells in your body. Peanut butter is good for protein, and banana is good carb and potassium for muscles. Yep. Hey Craig, why is your peanut butter so runny? If you're talking about like the natural peanut butter that I use, that's why. because it's just the natural peanut butter. I mean, sometimes, you know, if I use Jif, which I do sometimes, then it's not. Miyoko's is amazing. Yes, it is. Mom, do I eat 15 bananas a day? She usually eats about 10 a day, actually. What's your favorite chocolate? Calabo. The chocolate that my parents get actually is my favorite. The Calabo chocolate. I love cheese. When we went dairy free 8 years ago, cheese was the hardest thing to find. There are so many options now. Yeah, there's tons of options. Tons of different types of cheese, too. Like, there's different brands and there's different varieties. Congratulations on my new apartment. Thanks so much. My hair is now almost waist length. And also taking. Oh, you take vitamins for that? That helps? All right. Well, it's been about an hour and 15 minutes. So, like I said in the beginning of the live stream, the reason I did this whole live stream is just because I didn't have a video for you guys. Because the last couple of videos that I made, or that I was going to make, just something fell through with like, because I was going to shoot them with like different people. And not for like any reason that anybody was flaky, just life happens sometimes. So I'm going to try to be better about just doing like a day, like kind of like a what I eat in a day video, because those are really easy to shoot by myself. But I used to shoot recipe videos by myself, and those were just such a hassle. Like it was not worth it. Uh, so I don't really do those videos anymore by myself. But I could easily do like a vlog. So I'll try to get more of those in the can, just in case something like this happens again. Because I don't really like to do like a live stream all that often, because I know people subscribe to my channel to see videos, not necessarily see live streams. But I also don't like to go a really long time without having videos for you guys. But I'm planning on shooting a video tomorrow. If hopefully that one doesn't fall through, and then I can shoot like a what I eat in a day video tomorrow or the next day. So there will be one soon. And some of my next couple videos will be me in Milwaukee. So I'll have some recipe videos with my girlfriend and some just like what I eat in a day videos. But now I have some more questions to answer before I leave. Maybe you could do a homemade vegan bacon taste test of many fake bacons. Yeah, I saw. Did you see the video that So You're Dating a Vegan did? Because they did a video about that. It's pretty good. Why do healthier breads come in plastic package inside another package? I've wondered that too. I'm like, what is the point? And why is it only like these like healthier breads, like you said, in quotation marks? Would a vegan meat if they were ranted at by Militant Omni? No, they wouldn't. So why vegans think omnivores will change when ranted at? I don't get that either. Craig, when's your next live stream? Usually I don't really plan them. But if you follow me on Instagram, usually on my Instagram stories, I'll say, hey, I'm about to go live, or I'm going to go live at, in 3 hours or whatever. So if you follow me on Instagram, and I just tweeted that I was going to go live too. So if you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, you should know ahead of time. But usually they're like kind of last minute things. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can you talk about veganism and how they're I don't know anything about vinegar, how that is affected by veganism. Sugar, I know there's bone char. Personally, I don't really worry about it, just because I know that animals are not being killed for their bone char. It's just like an unfortunate process that happens because a lot of the animals are killed, and it just makes it more accessible, I guess, to non-vegans. And palm oil, I know, if a lot of places now use sustainable palm oil, where I don't know exactly what they're doing, but I think they're just not tearing down the natural habitat of orangutans. So try to get those ones when you can. Jesse Hitman, thank you for the super chat. You're always hitting me up with a super chat, so thank you for supporting me. Craig, make videos when you can, dude. If you got stuff to do, then you got stuff to do. Thanks so much for understanding, Byron. But I just don't like to not have videos for you guys. Just saw you were live. Are you coming to Milwaukee in the near future? Yeah, in a couple days actually. I'll be there for like 2 weeks. Craig, I'm always on Twitter. If you need to talk, I will DM you the link to Twitch and Alfredo. Thank you so much. I like live streams and videos equally. Okay, well that's good to know. I think someone's got to have like a count of all the times that I've yawned in this video. And I swear, like, I don't yawn when I'm tired. I don't know. Sometimes I just yawn a lot. You know, it's kind of like getting the hiccups. You just keep doing it. I'm so out of the loop. Do you still live at home with your parents, or do you move out? I know it's selfish, but I wanted you to live with your parents forever. Yeah, that would not be fun. Living with your parents forever. But yeah, I moved out. I'm only a couple miles away because I'm still managing their social media. So I'm still doing Hercules Candy videos all the time. My parents, I was actually planning on doing a video with my parents tonight, but you know, life fell through. So hopefully tomorrow they'll be in one of my videos. Well, I'll be shooting a video with them, so it won't be up for a couple days. So I have a vegan scanner on my phone that I downloaded from my Play Store. Have you heard about it? Is it accurate? Oh, vegans. For a second, I thought you were talking about my videos with like the scanner, like to see if something is vegan. For I use the app sometimes. Is it vegan? Um, it's helpful, but like it basically just like reads the label for you. It just helps you read it faster, basically, because it just says like all of these ingredients are vegan. It's like, well, yeah, I could have known just by looking. So, it's it's somewhat helpful. And oh, Jesse says thanks, Kara, for moving my car. Sometimes the vitamin D doesn't register it, such as smart. Yeah, yeah. See, that's what I mean. Like usually something says B12 or vitamin D. I'm kind of wary of it, unless it says vegan on the package, because you can synthesize both of those things. Watching your videos are pushing me to go vegan again. At least eat less meat. Hey, just start eating less meat, and you know what? If I think you'll probably eventually just feel better by doing that, and you'll probably just encourage yourself not to. Do you drive to Milwaukee? No, I am getting a flight. Thanks so much, Summer Strachan. Craig, if we're boring, you just run away. No, I'm gonna be hanging up pretty soon once all the questions stop rolling in. I tell people I'm okay about it, but I'm not. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's funny. I'm glad you guys like those little edits. I only started not eating meat, eggs about a month ago. No more bloating. Yeah, I've found that to be a thing, and a lot of people who have gone vegan too. You said you were Irish. How Irish? Do tell. I think 25%. I think. Best form of D3 is sun exposure. Yep. Please be sure to check out nutrition facts and try to. Yeah, yeah. That's definitely the best form, but this time of year I can't get any vitamin D. I love your channel and wish we were in real life friends because I don't know a single vegan. Molly, try to just use social media as like a gateway for real life. Like I've met a lot of people through social media. Like, I mean, I met the Vegan Zombie in person and then said, hey, you should check out my channel. And then we started making videos together. I met my girlfriend through Instagram. I met another friend who I haven't hung out with in a while, but I met her years ago through YouTube, and I just messaged her, I think, on Facebook. And there's a lot of vegan Facebook pages for local like cities or whatever. Like I know there's one for Syracuse at least. There's like a vegan meetup. There's different just look for a vegan YouTube or vegan Facebook page for your town. And if there isn't one, start one, and then you can be the one to, because I'm sure there's a bunch of other vegans around you that are like, there's no one around me that's vegan, but I'm sure there are. I met Craig here and I felt blessed. Haven't met yet in person, but I consider him like a brother. Yeah, where are you from, Whisker? Now that you became YouTube famous, do you find dating easier? You mean, well, Kat came to me, so that's definitely easier if that's what you mean, like finding girls. I contacted vegans via Twitter and found one girl who lived right across the bridge from me, but she was going to PSU. Oh, it's okay, so you live in Portland. Byron Murphy says, Molly Sylvester, you got us. We're your friends. You're part of a big community that's bigger each day. Yeah, why don't wasn't everyone put just type in your Instagram handle, just write like at and then your Instagram handle, and then you guys can all follow each other and because I really like having a like feeling like we have like an actual like vegan community. Um, so I like when there's like a two-way kind of interaction. Like so one wasn't ever yeah just write at Karen Weagle. Just everyone write all of your Instagrams, and then you guys can all follow each other and all be good friends. Oh, don't worry, I put that person in a timeout. Are you planning on coming to Canada this year? Yes, I am. Craig, that's why I love your live streams. It's two-way with you and other vegans. Yeah, yeah. Like for a long time, only until recently, I was actually following every single person who followed me. But after a while, it got to be too much. I so I stopped doing that recently. But I just want because like I really when I build a community, like I definitely want it to be like two ways. I don't want everyone to just follow me. Like I wanted to follow everyone who's following me too, and be a part of their lives too. Um, but it just got to be too much, so I just stopped. But yeah, I was doing that for a long time. 2 weeks with Kat. Can't wait for y'all recipe videos. Yeah, me neither. I can't wait to just see her too. It's been too long. Uh, you want vegan friends? I just want friends. Period. I'm such a loner. Yeah, just use social media. Like I know that people say that like social media is like it's so antisocial, but like you're just not using social media properly if you think that because I use social media as like a gateway for meeting people in real life. Like I've met so many people from using social media. It's a big country. We're in Canada. Yeah, I want to go to Toronto. What you mentioned isn't on Twitter right now. Okay, oh no. Are you planning to travel to Veg Fest? There's one in Nashville, Tennessee in April. I wasn't planning on going to Tennessee, but I was planning on going to New York City, Toronto, Chicago, LA. Those are the only ones I was planning on this year. I don't know how many other ones I would be able to go to because I still have other things I have to do at home. Which national park is your favorite? I've never been to a national park actually, sadly. What would you recommend for people who are allergic to almonds? Almond milk won't work. Um, so, yeah, so there's tons of ones. Like obviously there's tons of nut milks, but there are grain milks too that you could try, and bean milks like soy. So I would say soy milk, and also like quinoa milk or rice milk or oat milk. Um, it tasted somewhat, I don't know, like a little bit like oats, but still pretty good. To be honest, I was so scared to reach out to Craig, and I was glad I did. I don't know why anyone would be scared to reach out to me. I love the online vegan community. Our families are a bit ignorant, sadly. I'm sorry to hear that, Brianna. How is your new house coming along? It's coming along great. I like being so free. Pretty sure I'm the only single vegan in Arizona. I don't think so. Soy takes a while to get used to. I actually really like soy. I feel like it tastes like pretty creamy and I really like it. But chocolate soy helped me get used to soy milk. Yeah, that's a good gateway. I like using the term gateway. Boston? I've been to Boston for track meets. That's about it. I should come to the Ottawa Veg Fest. Right now, I'm only planning on going to I think it's Eat Drink Vegan or Vegan Food and Drink Festival. I don't know if they're the same thing. But those are the big ones that I'm planning on going to. And then if I find that like throughout the year, like when I'm going to those, I have enough time to go to other ones, like then maybe the next year I'll go to other ones. But for right now, those are the only ones I'm planning on this year. I don't want to put so much on my plate that it's just hard to do everything in life. When do the leaves change in upstate New York? October, late September. It's different every year though. Wait, there's flax milk too. Somebody said that. Craig, you need to go to national parks. They're fantastic. Yeah, I'm sure they are. I have not traveled much because my entire life up until now, I have either spent going to school or working. So there was no time. Like I didn't have time off, really. Do you own any vegan men's fashion wear like shoes, shirts, and can you tell us about what you have and how well they wear compared to what you used to buy? For shirts, I the only vegan shirts I have are like the ones that I've made, and then somebody sent me a not milk shirt, which I love. Um, and let's see, shoes. I buy all my running shoes from a company called Mizuno, which is just a running company, and all their shoes just happen to be vegan. So I like not having to Google if they're vegan or not. They just like that they just are vegan. And they wear just like any running shoe. And then I recently got vegan boots. I've been meaning to review them in a video because I know on Instagram I said like I'm looking for vegan boots. Can anyone help me out? And I found some great vegan boots from Bogs. It's Bogs Bogs Footwear. So it's kind of a sneak peek of my review. But I just got boots that were really, really warm and really, really waterproof, and that was all I was looking for. I didn't really care how they looked because I'm just planning on wearing them when I like wipe off my car and go sledding or go and like shovel the driveway or something like that. Like that's all I want is like really functional boots, and they're great. They're great for that. I love them. So I definitely recommend Boggs Footwear. Is there any vegan kitchen item you are wanting to buy to up your kitchen recipe video game? We don't have a food processor currently. That's the only thing that I'm missing, really. My wife eats vegan, or my wife eats meat and I'm vegan. Nope, not gonna answer that. I'm trying the chocolate soy milk. Nice. All right, so I am all caught up on all the questions. So, thanks for being in this live stream, guys. I have no idea when the next one is going to be because, like I said, I just do them like really last minute. So make sure to follow me on Instagram and just watch my stories, and you will know when my next time going live is. So I will see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna be in Milwaukee visiting my girlfriend, so you guys will see videos of me and Kat in the near future. There'll probably be like another video before then, maybe even two if you guys are lucky. So I hope you guys